in the womb I surf. I'm the all in all. From the atoms that exist in the sun to the atom that's in Genesis 1. I'm the all in all. From the first king that walked this globe to the last black slave they stole. I'm the all in all. Every living thing you see, all of those things exist in me. I'm the all in all. From the depths of the sea to Mount Everest. Allah in the flesh, most benevolent. This physical form born from melanin. When electrical thought sparked intelligence. Ain't nothing existing I don't exist in. From the clouds in the heavens down to this skin. If you're doing the knowledge, you can follow Jules. In both cases, the basis, water molecules. Rain, sleet, snow, hailstorms come together the same way that my cells form. You don't see it yet, hard to fathom still. It's A-like to the pyramids, how my atoms build. I existed as DNA when the earth formed.
Right, peace, y'all. This is God in them streets. Like I said, make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all subscribe. I need a bunch of subscribers to keep this thing going. So I'm giving you these exclusive interviews with one of our greatest teachers in the nation. Once again, my brother, Justice Hakim.
Like I said in one of the parts, I don't know how he chopped it up, that myself and CLR are the ones spearheading the second Sunday rallies in the law school in Medina at 316-318 Livonia Avenue in Brownsville, New York, Brooklyn, New York. And that's one of the troubled places around. You know, the reason why the people are as savage as they are because the God's spell is off them. When I'm talking right now, it's what you call spelling out loud. And the God's not being on a corner, they criticize us, but we need to be on them corners, stopping them young people from doing what they're doing. You know, every week, East New York and Brownsville, there's a murder. There's murder, and more than one. It's so prevalent in East New York that they get a program now. You know, law and order. They have a law and order for East New York. That's how bad it is out there. Nobody's addressing the violence that's going on. Not only with the young shooting, you know what I mean, each other. Violence of people of crime, robbing people, you know, crime, of domestic violence. You must speak on this domestic violence. Yeah, peace.
And that was going on, Justice, in reference to what you said about East New York, in which in one of my videos, I got the killing grounds. It's 5.5 square miles, but 75th Precinct always been off the hook. That's why they decided to do, you know, NYPD East New York. So just as much as our teachers was relevant back then, our teachers are relevant to this day. May continue, Justice Hakim.
Very, very relevant. And so, by the gods coming together and earth's coming together, it will be an effect on the community. And as we come together and plan different things for the spring and summer for our youth, we'll see a change. Because if nothing changed, then nothing changes. So the God has to bring about refinement of that cipher, of that area, for there to be a change. So just our presence, you know, and what we do, and how we teach and how we live, it will be a residual effect. Because everything is cause and effect. And we being the cause, and the effect that we want is a better neighborhood. You know, so we against the violence. You know, it's uncalled for. But we understand why the violence is, because they suffer for lack of knowledge, especially the knowledge of themselves. The young are going buck wild and past ghetto style, because we was ghetto but wasn't killing each other like they killing. But you gotta look at it. What they do for entertainment, they be on games that are games aimed at killing. They know all the caliber of weapons. They don't even, they ain't before they get into the service. You know, and Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, and all that. That's putting things in their head. That's the cause and the effect is they go out to play. They not playing Cowboys and Indians when I was a kid.
The counterculture.
They're playing Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, and not realizing where their thoughts are being guided at such violence.
Ops.
Because seeing violence, we have been, immune from the feelings of death and, and seeing people being hurt. So you don't want to hurt nobody, but you don't feel it no more. You're numb to that.
Post-traumatic stress.
And so we have to put a stop to this. Only a positive can destroy or neutralize a negative. And we come with positive manifestations by coming with the rally, and teach them stuff that's going on today that our lessons relate to. The lessons are not old. They're relating to what's going over in the Ukraine. Because the lessons, the number 2 or the number 14 and the number 4 and the 1 to 14 talks about the Ukraine. People don't see it. It talks about the Caucasus Mountains. Well, the Caucasus Mountains in what? It's in the Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? So that area there, we say the first portion that we taught was the justice, equality, wisdom, saviors. They're the first people that came out the caves.
EU hillsides, all PEs, the rope to bind them in.
So these people, exactly what the God said, they're European. But now they're acting like they're not European, that they other than European. People say Semite. And when you bring this up to them, like it was done with Kyrie Irving, they're going to say you're wrong. But the truth is, they are the ones who, we ran across the hibernating deserts, and Musa came and taught them of the forgotten trick knowledge, which was devilment.
How to live a respectable life.
Stealing. And how to master the original man. Now, you say, well, how do they master the original man? That is so simple, but you don't see it because you're caught up in it. And when a person's mind controlled, how do they know that they mind control? Because they control. Well, the key is what the Father taught us against religion. He said, son, don't teach religion. And people are caught up in religion. The Islam religion, the Christian religion, the Hebrew religion, any religion that you're in is a mind control.
RE, repeat, legend, story, myth, or tale.
We are being mind controlled and think the power of divine is outside of us from a mystery God, not inside of us. And so we say that we agree that there is no mystery God, that we, the Son of Man, the light of the world, is the only God. And so we lose no time searching for that does not exist. That's why we have a day's degree. And we don't pray, we will things to happen. What you think will happen, we are that powerful. We will our reality. And when we have negative thinking and inferior education, we are on a low vibration, and what we're willing is our own destruction and don't even know it because we don't know better. We got to realize we are people who was prevented from learning, reading and writing for over 300 years. How long it takes for people who have been blind, deaf, and dumb to just basic literacy for over 300 years. How long is for them? It takes them, to catch up with those who never had that problem at that time. They manifested us less than human beings.
Chattel slavery.
And we are still manifested less than human beings. 3/5 of a person is in the Constitution. And people talking about that Trump want to get rid of the Constitution. No, he want to get rid of parts. And I don't know if that's the part that he want to get rid of. But I want to see that part being taken out of the Constitution, or it's a white supremacist doctrine. when all the black people are 3/5 of a person, and people say, no, that ain't true, we are equal with, we had a president, then why do we have to have a Voting Rights Act? Why, of all the people that come to America who become citizens, who has a natural right because of their citizens, that we have a special privilege to vote? If we were equal citizens, we would just have the right to vote. There would not have to be no special legislation, but it has to offset the 3/5 of a person in the Constitution to make it constitutional. So we think we got skin in the game. We don't have no skin in the game. 3/5 do not equal 1. 5/5 equals 1. So therefore, we less than, then they're what they called us. We are what they call us by definition, nigga. You're less than human.
Nigga mean any person of low characteristics, not just pigmentation.
And they gonna put us that way, you know what I'm saying, legally. Now we know we got very intelligent people. We know who we are, the original people, and all people came from us, you know. We call our woman the earth, not a goddess. She's the earth. She's above all goddesses, you know. All nations have came from her womb. Then people advocated goddess came from us.
The ISIS papers.
We are the supreme beings, not the human beings. We made human beings, you know, and now they're making human beings too. They're trying to do it through the Savior He Cipher Truth with the Homo Box Genesis.
Cloning.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? They have, since 1945, successfully been able to clone people. And we got people now running around with doubles. Where is Hillary Clinton? They said she died in 2018, December 31st at 9:05 in Guantanamo Bay for crimes against the people. You think I'm wrong? I can show and prove it. SG Anon advocated that. And so you go to SG Anon, I think it's 26. Or maybe the one before that, 25, where he manifested that. This is what I researched. I didn't make this up. I don't know nothing about this like that, please. You know, don't give me that much intelligence. I'm not that smart. I don't know what they're doing behind closed doors. But they are definitely draining the swamp. And these people are coming to task. You know what I'm saying? They even got the old lady. Who's the old lady? The lizard birth. You know, because she's a part of the reptilian agenda. You know, they call it Elizabeth, but she was Elizabeth. A lot of people talk and seen her change, shift change. Things like this as being revealed. They don't want us to, they don't want this to be told. You know?
The Queen of England died with 16 pounds of makeup on her face.
Look, they're just crazy, you know what I'm saying, or what's going on. Technology is so high right now, you know, this is where, you know, truth is stranger than fiction. People can't even fathom how devilish these people are. You wouldn't think it. We say the colored man, the Caucasian man is the devil. But we know in our lessons they teach us 103 million in North America at the state of that right, top of that right. But 3 million of them were Muslim sons. They knew the real deal. They wasn't blind, deaf, and dumb. You know, these were the elite of the devils. So now you take 103 million, right, and you minus 3 million, and you got 100 million, 85% Caucasian. This is why the father said we're not anti-white, no pro-black, because the white people are being miseducated along with us. They're being falsely taught that everything good and happy came from them.
It's our job to teach all the human families of the planet Earth.
That's right. We have a dedication to teach the truth to all human families of planet Earth. And even those that people think is our enemy, but most of them are doing just as bad as us. Look at West Virginia, my goodness. You know? I mean, they're the biggest people on welfare because they're the largest population. They're the biggest drug addicts and not even getting help by them looking at the black and brown people. and trying to put it on us and locking us up, you know what I'm saying, for crimes or drugs and shit. And they are dying for lack of this understanding that they're more needy than the people in the ghetto. I'm telling you, man. It just came out a couple of years ago how they're using so many pills, you know what I'm saying? So they bust us for heroin, but they get oxycodone prescribed to them. And they call that what?
A war on drugs with us, but it's a crisis and an epidemic when it comes to them.
It's hillbilly heroin. Isn't that something else? You know? Now they got a lot of money in rehabilitation. When the people have been nodding since the 60s off that in our neighborhood, all of a sudden but look here, JFK Jr. used to be coming to Harlem. He was a dope fiend. Now he's parading himself as a person called 107. Go to 107 Daily. You hear him. You know, they're saying that he faked his death. I'm not saying it. They're saying it. Look at 107. They're calling themselves 107. Saban's coming from the Kennedy. The O's for Jackie O. And Juan's another name for John. You know, so it's like 007. He's 107. You know what I'm saying? He's a secret agent. He got a disguise on, you know. Carrie Cassidy from Project Camelot always tell you that that's JFK Jr. You know, he's promoting Trump.
All right, Just, we done went a little deep on the people, maybe a little over their head, and everybody got a right, you know, to investigate things. And that's what my brother truly do. He's a scientist. He been doing research and studying for, you know, since the beginning that hasn't began. So I hope that y'all enjoyed this interview that was given to you by the great Justice Hakim. And like I always say, don't take nothing on face value. Everything is subjected to show and prove, and then it got to come out right and exact. So I choose to give my brother right here, Justice Hakim, his all due while he is still here. And I look forward to getting other great guards in this nation that may not be known as much as far as word of mouth, but they was here and they always been doing their job as supreme teachers. So this is God in the Streets. I'm going to give my brother Justice Hakim a little bit before we sign off on this interview. And once again, make sure y'all subscribe. That's what I need. I need my subscriptions up. Make sure y'all hit the like button, because I'm giving y'all true facts, real facts, not that ignorant nonsense. But what we need to do as a nation, as original people, come together.
That's right, God. As original people. What we can't do alone, we can do together. We need people to support the 5 and 6, because everybody know that rewriting this act. Our members haven't been writing this act, but you look at in jail, most of them are Christians, so you can't say Christianity ain't writing this act because of prisoners. You can't say that about the brothers of us who go astray either. JusticeAllah97@gmail.com is the PayPal, and also that is my email. If you want to go directly and build with me, you know, I welcome that, because my duty is to teach civilization, righteousness, the knowledge of oneself, and the science of everything in life, which the Father gave us, was the science of living mathematics. Because mathematics is Islam, and Islam is mathematics. It's our universal language from cell to cell. The Great Pyramid, K2019, a documentary that you all should see. The Great Pyramid, K2019, said mathematics is our genetic code. So it's not new that this shows and proves that we the father of civilization. So thank you, God in them streets, you know, because I'm still in them streets teaching, you know. I got students right now in Rhode Island. A student want to come over here and go over lessons, you know, today as we speak. And they call me on the phone as we be in the interview, because I'm active, you know. And until I can say is each one teach one, not tell one. You'll stop telling people and teaching people, because this is your duty. You have a duty. There is no retirement for God, because life is eternal and Allah is life. Peace.
Peace. This is God in them streets. Hope y'all enjoyed this one.